Shiloh Stables was a development we did, started back in 2001. It's an equestrian community. There's about 550 acres. We border the Forest Service, and there's miles and miles of trails. If you wanted to, you could ride for days from Shiloh Stables on Forest Service property. On the Shiloh Stables side, there's 118 lots. All of them right now are sold. There's some for resale. There's probably 45 houses right now. There's another side of Shiloh, which is Shiloh Overlook, which has got about 18 lots. There's like 3 houses up there, and there's still a few lots for sale on that side. Shiloh is probably a more personal thing than a development. I've did several developments around, but by far Shiloh was the most fun. If someone buys a lot in Shiloh, first they've got access to all the trails that are in there. They've got preference over boarding at Shiloh, which we can board probably 30 or 40 horses. They've got several amenities that you wouldn't have in any normal developments. The biggest surprise of most people that come in, we've got a bunkhouse, and I tell everybody when they first come in that we're not the Holiday Inn, but most people that come in to the bunkhouse are extremely surprised. It's rustic and more down to earth than any place you'll ever be. My son and daughter-in-law live at Shiloh Stables. I personally don't, because I lived on Tusquity community and had my house built before I did Shiloh. I'd like to live in Shiloh Stables, but I'm there from 7 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock at night. So I live at Shiloh Stables 50% of the time anyway. Shiloh, our job right now, or our main income, is training cutting horses. We sell cattle and sell cutting horses. Hopefully we can keep going as well as we have been.
Come on, mommy.
My son Jason, he deals mostly in Angus cattle, which is the beef cattle market. I, on the other hand, I've got some property in Kentucky, and I attack the roping cattle business. It's an entirely different market. Beef cattle and roping cattle aren't tied together any at all. Somehow or another, it's kind of worked out pretty good for both of us. Haley's one heck of a hand on horses. She's lived on a ranch all her life, dealt with cattle all her life. The future of Shiloh, I'd like to be able to sit here and say that it lasts all the way through Michaelin and Jared, who's my 3 weeks old grandbaby. Hopefully we'll still be in the cutting, but I know we'll still be in the cattle. Michaelin's my granddaughter. She's been riding horses since she was big enough to walk, really. She's ready now to start setting a cutting horse if we can find the right horse that fits her. And of course, I think she's the sweetest thing that's ever walked. If I can keep Jason and them here and keep them away from Kentucky, will be a major chore, because Kentucky's nice. Got a whole lot more room up there, but we've got a whole lot better facilities here. So hopefully we'll be in the cutting and in the cattle. But a lot of people here just ride trail rides and have a good time at it. Shiloh is a place really you just have to visit to see what I'm talking about.